Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from whatever time you are viewing from. So today we want to talk about something very interesting, and we want to start a new series today on communication. There is a thin line between understanding and not understanding. There's a thin line between clarity and assumption, and many times the thin line between these things is either men are not asking the right question or people are not communicating. So when we learn to communicate as humans, we will understand that the things that we have misjudged, the things that we have had misunderstanding with, the things that we have accuse people of or react to people negatively about are things that we refuse to communicate about, or things that we refuse to ask question about. So what's the series going to entail? We're going to be talking about how to have effective communication. We're going to talk about how to take away assumption by talking. We're going to talk about how to remove misunderstanding in every kinds of relationship. Now, every kind of relationship on the earth, it's based on communication. Even our relationship as believers with God, we communicate to God. God speaks to us in His Word. God speaks to us in our spirit, and then we speak back to God in prayer. So there is only going to be smooth relationship, father mother, father daughter, brother sister, spouses relationship, every kind of other spouse relationship, every kind of relationship upon the earth has a demand that men communicate. Now, another thing in communication is that many times people don't ask the right question. They don't ask the proper way in asking questions. So if you are communicating with people, people want to know that you are listening to them. People want to know that you're not just hearing them, you are listening. And the only way you can listen to people while they talk with you is to pay attention to them. The person you are not paying attention to, you cannot successfully say you are listening to them, because listening is what differentiates hearing. All right, so a man can be hearing what you are saying but not listening to what you're saying. How do you tell the difference? Is that how they begin to interpret what was said. You see, you cannot control what people understand, but you can control what you say. So when we say things to people, what differentiate that they understood what was said is how they begin to interpret it. You see, a man will interpret properly because he listened to what was being said, but a man would interpret wrongly because he was just hearing but was not listening. And there can be a divided attention when people are communicating, when they are exchanging information, or when they are having conversations. Now sometimes there are people who say, but everybody say that communication is how every kind of relationship will be sorted out. But we talk, but yet things don't get resolved. Well, truth is, you can actually be talking, but the proper way to communicate. And one of the most effective way in communication is to listen, not just hear what people are saying. Because when you hear what they say, you will react based on what you're hearing. But when you listen to what they are saying, it gives you time to think. It gives you time to want to understand, why do people do what they do. See, sometimes we are so quick to want to be judgmental. We are so quick to want to understand people. We are so quick to want to walk away from people that God has brought into our life because communications is not properly done. Communication is not effectively done. Communication is not having a thorough work in our relationship with people. So one of the things we must understand is, in this series we're going to be sharing this week and this month, all videos that will come out around communication, is that when we are communicating with people, we must learn to listen to them beyond what is said. People say what is in their mind for different reasons. There are people who can respond to you, or who can say things to you, and they're absent minded. They're not even thinking what they're saying. Why? Because somewhere in their heart they are so hot. But when we listen to people, we will see beyond what they are saying, and we will hear the pains in their heart. And that's how people want us to relate to them. That we listen to what is paining them. So they may say a whole lot of things, but they are just covering what is being said from how they truly feel. And many times how they feel will not come because you heard. How they feel will come because you are hearing, but you are also listening to them. So stay tuned, stay glued to this channel. For the next few videos that will be coming out, will be dealing with the issue of communication, how to effectively have communication in every kind of relationship. And I said something about, we'll talk about assumptions. You assume. They should know. Of course, did you tell them? Nobody is a mind reader. All right, stay tuned. God has blessed you. Like, comment, and share. See you next week Friday, 10 a.m. You don't want to miss it. Shalom.